Welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour, your source for all hard rock, heavy metal, new metal, alternative, punk, horror punk, hardcore, rock, and all local bands with your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather.
Yo, this is Hyro The Hero, and you listening to BODS Mayhem Hour. Yeah.
The views and opinions of the guest do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of BODS Mayhem Radio Network, its staff, affiliates, or sponsors. Parental discretion is advised. Welcome to BODS Mayhem Radio Network.
Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I'm your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather, and as always, I'm bringing you guys awesome interviews. Today, it's a huge honor and a huge privilege to have Hyro The Hero, and they have released their current album, Flagged Channel, via Red Music Sony, out now. This is the follow-up album.
Yeah.
This is the follow-up album from 2012's debut called Birth, School, Work, Death, which was produced by the godfather of new metal himself, Mr. Ross Robinson. New Flag Channel album has shades of Rage Against the Machine and Prophets of Rage. And I'll tell you this right now, Hyro slings rhymes over awesome guitar riffs in this album, and the lyrical content is beyond its time of taking control and just being yourself and not someone who wants to mold you to something you're not. So, as I said before, man, thank you guys so much so far for your music.
Oh, man, thank you. An amazing introduction, bro. That means a lot, man, so much. So dope, man, yeah. Well, you know, the cool thing is like, I come from rap, so I'm Hyro The Hero. And then I got my band, and I got them from other places, too. So you get what I'm saying? So that's cool. But in the rock world, people see it more as a band thing. So I love how you said Hyro of Hyro The Hero. That's crazy, you know?
So I've been seeing a lot of people liking your music and embracing it and saying this is as close or right at the level of Rage Against the Machine. How's it feel being compared to that and kind of carrying the flag for new rap metal back, man?
Man, that's just an honor to even be mentioned in the same category with them. You know, I didn't think that going into it, you know, people would respect it in that kind of way. And just building up a fan base and people who, you know, because everybody's going to compare it to something. So if you compare it to Rage, that's the ultimate. So it's a great feeling, and that means I must be sending a great message that people could connect to, especially when we get there live, and I just feel the love and people telling me how much they like the music and the energy that's involved. It's an amazing feeling. It
definitely gets the juices flowing, that's for sure. I mean, you can't sit down when you listen to your music. That's a must. You have to be on. You know.
That's what they tell me, especially people that's in the gym, man.
Yeah, for sure. What was it that made you decide of doing the new rap metal deal? What was that for you, man? What made you go down that road?
I was doing rap music anyways, and I always had like an ear for rock, but it took a situation in high school. My ex-girlfriend had broke up with me, so I was real mad. And I was like, you know what, this rap beat ain't doing it. I got to scream. So I took a old Puddle of Mud song, turned it into my little hip-hop rendition of it, and just started rapping and going hard at it. And, you know, as I started from that, I got a little attention, and I started digging into more rock music, learning more, Fishbone, you know, Rage, Bad Brains. I got into Rancid, a lot of punk and stuff like that. So that built me up to learn the music and learn how to get down in it. And even when I rapped on regular beats, I always was loud and screaming anyway. So, yeah, I kind of think it was a natural transition.
It is. It absolutely fits rock. It absolutely fits metal, screaming and just letting your anger out. That's exactly right, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man, so that was the perfect way to do it because, you know, hip-hop, it's almost, you have a level, you know, it's a controlled beat, computerized, so it's always going to be that level. And, you know, rock and roll, you got a drummer. If he hits it hard, he hits it hard. If he hits it soft, so it's all depending on how that person's feeling at the time. You know, that's what I love about it. So you put the energy.
How's it been working with MSOPR so far, man, for you?
Oh, amazing, man. Just getting my name out there and everything, I'm hyped. I love that.
What's impressed or excited you the most about making this new album, Flag Channel, if anything? What sticks out the most for you?
Jose Mangan, he's been an epic part of that. you know, he heard the song Devil in Disguise, and he heard me say Liquid Metal on there. So he hit me up like, bro, you shouted it out? I was like, yeah, man. And so I met him, and he loved me, put me on the first show for Flag Channel. He set it up at his spot, the Affliction spot, and that show went off the charts, man. And, you know, he just started the hype from there, playing my music and letting everybody hear about it. Really, and before that, my lawyer, when I was creating the album, Eric German, he heard the album and was like, this is insane, and started the whole ball rolling before that, though. So, you know, I owe them and, you know, just the people who just really dig it and love the music, my management team who love me to death, been around me forever. They've been, you know what I'm saying, seen me grow up in L.A. doing this stuff, and it's finally coming together in the way everybody imagined it to.
I want to talk about this just for a second before I forget, because I know I will. But you actually did a track on Concrete Dreams' new album coming out here called Pit Trap. Let's talk about that. How was working with those guys on this?
Oh, man, so dope, man. It was cool because Jeremiah, he was like a fan of mine. You know, he was telling me about a lot of my old stuff from MySpace and things like that. So that really hit me, man. I was like, wow, I'm old. You know, I was like, wow, I did not know I'm getting that old. So it was dope, man. So it was like, you know, for him, his energy, like him, he's like, man, it's a dream for me. And I'm like, bro, it's a dream rocking and making a dope video with Rage, who, you know, directed the video. And if you say y'all down and cool, I appreciate that. And the song was epic. And so, you know, it's a Pit Trap. It's everything I like, man. The beat, the way the guitar's going and everything. It's perfect blend of rap and rock.
Now, you guys have released your video for Never Back Down. That was directed by Brian Cox. How was work with him, and was it hard to choose between the current set of songs on this album, man, that you wanted to be the first single, or let alone a video?
Oh, nah, man. All that came kind of naturally. We just knew those were the ones, so I feel like those have that sound that can connect to people more. Mm-hmm. So when it came to Never Back Down, I didn't want to do one of these videos where, you know, people protesting and it's us against police and things. I wanted to do something totally different. I wanted, because Never Back Down is more of a bigger statement. You get what I'm saying? Never back down from anything. Mm-hmm. So I got with Brian and we created a dope idea, you know, basically kind of like my story in the industry, me doing rock, never back down. You know, if people think it's weird, I don't got to do the mumble rap. I'm going to stay rapping with a message, positivity. I'm not going to be negative. I'm going to always go hard and grind. So I wanted to represent Never Back Down in that kind of way. And he did it perfect, man.
Yeah, and I like what you're talking about, too, especially with the positive influence. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I still like my anger, still like that mad spell, but I love the positivity around it because...
Yeah, you know.
I think we have too many people that try to make us, in somebody who we're not, and not just to be ourselves.
Yeah, so true. Because, I mean, first thoughts when people hear Never Back Down might be, you know, they'll think the Rage thoughts or whatever, you know, political or something like that. But really, I just felt it was way more because we all one, you know, it's all diverse people, it's all one. And I just see it as us against the 1%, man. You get what I'm saying? 99% of us. We all together in this. We all broke together. We all trying to make it.
Any songs standing out more to you than any right now on this new album? I know they're close to you, and I know they're your babies, but I know it must change. But do you have any that stand out for you?
Man, I say Lock, Loaded, Ready. That's my favorite, man. Lock, Loaded, Ready. That's my jam. I love performing that on stage. And I don't know if you saw my Instagram, but I just did the biggest jump of my life from that song and the energy. I jumped off a speaker. I don't even know how I landed that perfectly, man, but that's the energy of music. Definitely not going to do that again, but yeah, check out the Instagram. You'll see.
So Mitchell Marlowe produced the album. He's worked with Papa Roach, Filter, and plus you worked with beat maker Josh Collins. How was working with these guys, man?
Oh, man, amazing, man. Mitch has so many great ideas. Josh came in with the production on the hip-hop side. Sean McGee made Bullet. Mitch made Never Back Down. And Josh was responsible for a lot of the hip-hop production side on some of those beats. And that just whole blend of them coming together and being creative, it just turned out awesome, man. It's everything I ever wanted in an album. And when I tell you I got some new stuff coming that I think people, like, going to lose their mind, man.
Did Mitchell push you? How hard did he push you on this? Did he get something out of you that was hiding and it finally come out possibly?
Oh yeah, man. Well, it's not necessarily like he just said things to push me. It's the music that he brung and the riffs he did just brought me to another level with writing. And then when I get on the microphone, he made sure I got some dope ways of making it. So I wanted it to be like alive, you know. I wanted to make it feel live. So he definitely pushed me to get that live energy feel to all of the music. You get what I'm saying? So that really was dope. And it was he helped build me up too, my voice and everything, because like you said, I took a break. So I really didn't have the scream voice strong enough to last sometimes. You know, I thought I could just come back into it, but you really got to build up those muscles to get back in it. That's why I'm happy I'm in my zone, touring and everything, because I got it all back again.
Who did the cover art for this album, man?
The cover art, oh man, I forget his name. I ain't gonna lie to you, I gotta get his name, man. But it's epic, ain't it?
It's pretty damn awesome.
I gotta get his name, yeah, man. I want to give him a shout out, yeah, because he did an amazing job. The whole distortion look and everything I wanted, and it looks sick, man. I want to make it look like an old school TV, man. You know, when you was watching bad channels back then, you should have been watching, and it was looking on the box, yeah, like that.
When you're trying to watch like scrambled HBO, Cinemax, stuff like that, and you're trying to figure
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wanted that vibe.
What do you hope everyone takes away from this album, or message you hope to hear while listening to it, or just any of your music in general, man?
I just want people to take away the message of, you know, good vibes. We all one. You know what I'm saying? We come together and we can fight against whatever's bad. You know, that's really all I want. I want people to realize that we're black, white, whatever, we all one, and we know what's right and wrong, so let's do the right thing. You feel me?
How much of an advisor or influence was Chino from the Deftones on helping you with all this?
Oh, man. Chino, he came through back in the days on my first album, First School Work Death, and just a lot of his tips and tricks he showed me helped me, you know, pursue on this album right here. So just all of that, just learning from him in that direction, because I didn't really talk to him that much after a while. We just, you know, just more like, hey, what's up, whatever. But back in First School Work, it was more him there with me and giving me tips, hardcore and stuff. I'll email him songs from Flack Channel, and he's like, hey, this is insane. So that's all I needed right there, the confirmation. You get what I'm saying? But things he taught me way before in the past really came through on this.
Do you see yourself still growing musically from where it started from the debut album, or is it just more of a personal growth for you, man?
Yeah, musical growth and a personal growth. I'm a little older now. You know, back then I had a lot of anger against the hip hop with, you know, how hip hop was turning. It was like ringtone rap and all this stuff like that. You know, as you get older, you have a respect just for the art form and the process. So I really don't be mad at a lot of these rappers nowadays. And musically, I learned a lot more, structure-wise, you know, making a great chorus, building it properly, doing the whole nine. And so that's where my growth musically, you know, making things better for the ears and putting my words together in a way that it doesn't have to be a lot of words, but it's impactful. And that's what I really want to try to learn, especially when you hear Rage. He says, you know, little sentences, but those sentences mean so much. And that's one thing that I really want to try to master.
Yeah, they're powerful, man. I don't care who you are. If you loved Rage Against the Machine, everything he talked about, and like you said, every little lyric was powerful that he sung about.
Was powerful, yeah, man. I don't know how he did it. yeah, I'm just trying to get there.
What can fans expect at a show from you guys?
Oh, energy, man. All energy. That's the best way to describe it. A lot of interaction with the crowd, a lot of energy. It just feels like a family, man. We just got finished rocking.
We're living in the digital era of recording albums to get music out quicker, and plus we have social media now to reach out to more folks. Do you like this that we're living in now?
Oh, man, yeah, I love it, man. I love how easy music is to get. I love all of that streaming, you know. Everybody has a platform. I really love that. I don't like, you know, it's not where it's a physical album people go in and buy, you know, where you had to go out of your way to buy it because you love it so much. And you had to think about, do you want this album or do you want a sandwich to eat? That's the process people had to go through back then, you know. Now music is more of a background thing for people. So I want to, you know, I would really want to make sure my music stands out where it's something that you really dive into and listen to. So that's the only problem I got with today's digital style.
What made you want to become a musician? What was that spark for you that said, yeah, I want to do this?
Oh, it was just natural, I think, man. I heard Tupac the first time. I was like, man, I want to do this. You know, that just really started it. And my friend, I remember one time he walked in the room and freestyling when I was like about 13, and he hit the beat on the door and started rapping. And when I heard that, I started rapping too, and I was just, oh man, I could just do this. This is easy. All right, and then yeah, I like it. And so now I was like, oh, I got a talent for this. Yeah, so that started me up, and I just dived in. And I come from a musical family. My uncles, they did music, reggae music. They come from the islands, Trinidad and Tobago. So music always been a part of my life. My dad plays music records all the time. From island music, he played like old school rock, all this kind of stuff too. So I've always been around it. I'm just happy I can succeed in it.
Is there a country that stands out or even shocks you that Hyro the Hero's music gets support from or even gets played in?
Oh man, it's every one of them. Honestly, I've been a lot of places. I've been England, Australia, Brazil. I've been Japan. So I'm just surprised. I ain't gonna lie, every single country that rocking with me, man. And I was able to go there, so I can't really name one. Tell you the truth, just that people, with the digital era, people from random places can hear. But I honestly can't name one because I've been a lot of places. Is
there that one band on the bucket list for you that you would like to work, tour with, or maybe do an old school album split with, possibly?
Oh, man, yeah, that would be Rage Against the Machine.
There you go.
I love to do a song with Zach. That would be crazy, man.
I wish the hell they'd get off their ass and come back and do a reunion show or something.
That would be sick. I mean, I would get outshined on it, but I want it to happen.
Give us a little breakdown on the Disrupt tour for the Monster Energy drink that kicks off June 21st in Dallas.
Oh, yeah, Disrupt. Yeah, man. Disrupt tour is going to be epic, amazing. We are on there with Sum 41, Thrice, The Used, Circus Survive, Andy Black, Julia Sims, me. I mean, that's just a dope lineup, and it's cool because, I rock a lot of metal shows, so it's cool that they put me in a category with, a lot of punk and things like that, which shows that I can kind of blend in between all genres. So that's the real cool part. So I can't wait to see how that is, brand new festival. It's going to be insane. You
got to do something with Sum 41. I know you can.
Oh, I would love that, man. Let's see if I can make that happen, man. That would be sick.
Hyro, how can folks stay in touch with you? Buy some merchandise, tour dates, all that good stuff.
Oh, man, Hyro The Hero. HyroTheHero.com, Instagram, Facebook, everything, man. Hyro The Hero. Check that out. Got a lot of upcoming stuff. Disrupt tour. Got Afro Punk coming up soon. And working on some more stuff along the way.
Before I let you go, good sir, would you care to do a promo for my show?
Yeah, all good. Yo, this is Hyro The Hero, and you listening to BODS Mayhem Hour. Yeah.
Everybody stick around. We got some great stuff coming up, and you only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour and BODS Mayhem Radio Network. Please get out and check out our Facebook page. It has our YouTube link, podcast link, plus soon our Twitch link. Also, get out and pick up Mr. Hyro The Hero's new album called Flag Channel that's out via Red Music Sony. You will not be disappointed in Hyro The Hero's music. They have some great stuff. Please give them a chance and support them. Hyro, thank you all so much for what you're doing right now. We definitely need this back in our metal community. Thank you again so much.
Oh, thank you, brother, for sure. I'll let the band know you said what's up, man. Thank you.
You're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.